Hello everybody, this is Sara, Psychic Medium, and this is the weekly Astrology Tarot for the week of the 21st to the 27th of December 2020. This is the week of the Great Conjunction, and I'm going to be looking at every sign and giving you some insight on money, career and work and what this conjunction means to you. So do go to your timestamps, specific timestamps for your rising sign, moon sign and sun sign. So let's begin with Aries. So Aries, this conjunction is going to be all about friendships, groups, organizations. Who do you want to be connected with? Who are you? Who do you want to be free from? This is about meeting the right people to open up your mind so that you can grow in a more beneficial way. So you may be freeing yourself from some restrictive friendships. What I do see this week is you being able to pinpoint a few areas, like little grey areas in groups of certain people who maybe are a bit passive aggressive. Maybe they celebrate their negativity. Now that's always an interesting one with people, because they could be going, oh, I work really hard to be this fat, or to be this large. They celebrate these situations and they do it with a smile, and people laugh. And it's almost like this week you could see this clearly, not realize actually how it's having an effect on yourself. Maybe if somebody is celebrating being overweight because they actually don't want to diet, or they actually don't like themselves. Okay, now some people love that, and I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the people that celebrate because they feel insecure about it. And you may see that other people celebrate their weaknesses. They go, oh, I'm really bad at making cakes, but that's why you all love me, and if you notice that in every single person that's around you, maybe at work, maybe your family, this week you might suddenly think, oh, and it's like a pinprick, prickly area all around you going, oh no, I don't like this. I don't want to be around this. This isn't who I am. And that's a sign that you've lifted your vibration and that you are moving into a better place. It doesn't mean you have to suddenly desert these people, never speak to them again. It's about how you are with them. Don't celebrate with them. Maybe if things happen, be aware of it, and then mention, is it a good thing to celebrate? Ask the question, do you want to lose weight, or do you really believe that you're not very good at cooking? Why, if you don't think you're very good, why would you be praising your negativity? But maybe not in that way, but you know what I mean? This is about communication as well. This time is about expansion, Aries. It's about expanding your horizons. It may feel a bit out of your comfort zone to walk away from a group or to detach a little bit, but I do promise abundance from it. Something from the past is going to wake you up with this. It's almost like pinching a bum, It's going, hey, remember me? Do you remember what I used to do to you? And I feel like, so there's a link with what you're learning now with present people and company with the past situation. And this is about learning the flow. Okay, so it's a learning thing, and it is a positive thing. There could be somebody comes back from your past anyway and returns. Maybe you've been waiting for someone, or maybe you didn't believe someone was coming back. This could bring some great surprises. I'm seeing some huge surprises around money areas. So you could be learning, oh my God, the link between the people around you and your money challenges. I feel like you're going to be surprised at somebody, though. Somebody giving you a gift. And I've got a Capricorn around this. Could be just an earth sign, or it could be during that time of Capricorn, which we're coming into from the 21st. But I feel like this is somebody is going to surprise you, maybe be really generous. That's what I'm feeling. Or they're going to do something that you're going to think, oh my God, that's why my money's been affected, But it's a positive thing, because, this is a time of progression. I see you could have to make a choice between two people. And this is going to have an effect on your abundant flow. All right, remember, abundance is connected with everything. So if you're investing in something that is in lack, you're going to create lack in your life. So when you look at making choices, look at what benefits you and brings fulfillment into your life. Work, I'm seeing somebody unhappy, or you're unhappy with a situation at work. There could be an argument going on, or you could be involved in an argument. There seems to be kind of a three-way thing, or somebody's cheated on you in some way. Maybe they again, you're seeing this kind of snake in the works who maybe isn't good for you, and it's a realization. It seems to be a real kind of like, whoa, a change up time, but you're going to get the rewards. All right, so don't doubt, the rewards are coming if you trust yourself, you step into your tiger energy at work. I feel there's second chances coming. Okay, so all is not lost. Like I say, maybe a job, you get picked to the post for the job, or somebody goes for something they said they weren't, and because this feels like that sense of someone's betrayed you or cheated on you. But I don't want to make it sound like it's so bad, and so I don't want you to be worried about what's coming. And for some of you, this may not resonate at all, and that's okay, because this is a psychic reading, remember, for all, so it may not affect you. You may not even be working, you may be in a great job and no one's taking anything. It could be to do with a relationship at work, that's you fancied somebody and they've gone off with someone else, or you've been really investing in them. Again, it's all linked to abundance, and then they've gone off with someone else. This is a wake-up call, a learning about who is going to be good for you in your life, what friendships and groups, and who you mingle with in general. Hello, Taurus. Happy conjunction on the 21st. Okay, so big changes. You're going to be really focusing on your reputation. What do you want to be known for? How do you want people to see you? Look at the bigger picture. You're going to be looking at this week. And, if you're unhappy, you've been looking at this the whole time. This is the focus, not just this week, but this is where the change comes in. And if you've been unhappy, you may be looking to change something in your workplace, in your environment, maybe your set of friends. But it's like, how do you come across? Maybe you're looking at your branding, and maybe you've been putting yourself in one clique or one area of, and you haven't really been expanding as much as you could, because it's just the way you're looking at it, and it's not giving you the reputation you want. Maybe you're just going to come to an awakening that actually you want to be big, you want to be better, you want everybody to see you, want to be famous, you want the longevity. And especially if you're not, if you're not happy, you may be doing a job that you don't like what it stands for, and you start seeing that this week. There is more money around this week. There's something to invest in as well. I feel an idea coming in, and it's something you have control of. Somebody could give you an opportunity this week. I'm seeing somebody opening a piece of paper with like a secret message or, saying, oh, so-and-so passed this on. It's their phone number. Can you give them a call? And you're thinking, oh, this is a big mystery, But it's because somebody thinks you have what it takes. But, it could be something, again, that you don't really like what this person's all about. Or if you hang around with this person, are you going to come across as your best self? Is it going to damage your reputation? Look at what your heart tells you. Listen to your heart self. That's the most important thing. It could be a little bit of a battle. You may go home and, be feeling like everything's messing with your head for a while. I can feel like a fuzz in your head this week. And it's like, do I, don't I, do I, don't it? And it doesn't make, you don't want to talk to anyone. You don't really want to tell anyone because no one's going to get it. And you can't even explain it, But there is a sense of independence coming. Maybe you're going to move into working for yourself. You're going to realise that actually it's better to do things yourself, because what you put in is so much better, right? And you may be part of a partnership or a group, and you're doing all the work. And it looks like you are, it's a group effort, and that's the reputation and what you're putting out there. And actually you want it to be, it's you, and other people are taking the credit. There could be a soul connection through work this week. You could meet somebody and it could change your whole direction of things. Again, the way that you look at things. It could just be someone you meet at work who you've known in a previous life, or someone joins the firm, or, you go to an interview and you meet somebody there, and they give you a whole new perspective of things and what you want. I feel like you have got the knowledge. You've been gaining the knowledge for a long time, And you're going to get very, very clear signs where your work situation is concerned as to which direction to take. And you are literally at a point of change. You know, it's like something's got to change soon. Because I feel like for some of you, you're not maybe putting your best self out there. You know, you could be putting more. And I don't know, it could just be confidence, you know, feeling of worth, anything. Or, you know, you don't believe in it's just about believing in yourself. It's not what you don't believe what you do, but maybe you don't believe you're good enough somewhere. Now, relationships, I do see a very strong commitment coming in. You could get in surprise. It could be a surprise engagement. I feel like things are coming together. There's a sense of resolve. There could be deep discussions where finally somebody's getting some kind of understanding, or finally something comes together. The heart self is definitely at the front of matters this week. You know, it's what you love, what you believe in, what, you know, how you want to present yourself to the world and to yourself even. I'm just seeing better management with relationships and a sense of closure for some, that you don't want to be part of certain things. So again, this is, you know, that's all I keep hearing with this reading is I don't like what it stands for. I'm not certain I want to be involved in something that gives out this message. So this is an important time for thinking about your long-term future and what you want to put out there to the world. And it's going to be an expansive time, so make use of it. Any ideas, inspirations, you know, don't push away those nagging doubts of, you know, of disbelief in someone. Maybe you are being given very, very clear signs. So address them and then you can move forwards more progressively. Hello, Gemini. So the Great Conjunction on the 21st is bringing in the focus on travel, education, beliefs and knowledge. This will bring opportunities to expand and explore and change your ideas. So things that you could have believed in for the last 20, 30 years or even 10 years could completely change overnight. So trust that it can. I'm seeing a more playful time in your relationships. I'm seeing alarm bells ringing and signs being given to you, maybe from people that have passed over, and you being surprised at some of the things that you're saying or putting out there as well. And suddenly the realization that you don't believe in maybe somebody around you, or you don't believe in the ideals that you've had, and just suddenly, you know, one minute you love doing this in the home, or you liked working from home, or you liked being with this person around those people, I don't know, you liked taking part in a hobby or being part of a group of people doing something weekly. And it's just like, it's like this wake-up call of like, oh, I really don't like this, or I want to change this, or I want to expand, or suddenly I feel really restricted in this situation. And we're not talking about the pandemic. We're talking about the energy changing. Your energy is going to lift. And I feel you're going to shut a door on something really important. And this is to do with your relationships with people, in love. It could be in work. But it also brings everything full circle. It's like this realization of, oh my God, why didn't I do this before? I get it now. I know what I want. I don't believe this. I've just been conditioned to do this. And I just see you wanting to expand so much. You may want to book a holiday, or be looking at travel brochures this week, or wanting to take on a new course of something, or thinking, you know what, I want to relearn everything I've done. I want to chuck in all of this and start again. This is quite, you know, I'm just seeing so much growth happening, but it feels very sudden. It feels like you're just going to jump out of bed and go, oh my God, I've just had this dream and it was an awakening and epiphany, and, you know, what am I going to do? Oh my God, I've just got to go and look online and do some research. Now, I know obviously travel isn't the easiest thing right now, but I'm seeing you looking into making plans. And don't hold yourself back just because there's a pandemic, guys. You know, I mean, you know, you can still look, you can still do research. And I feel like you're going to be guided as well. This is very fateful, what could come about this week. You could find that you have some extra money in your pocket to do just that. Maybe a gift comes for Christmas. Or maybe you have a little win and you just think, oh my goodness, I can do this. Or you realise you've got more money in the bank than you'd first thought. Or some interest comes back on that you didn't think was ever going to appear. There's money from work as well. So this could be bonuses. Or, you know, just I can see people being given envelopes, you know, and people saying thank you. You know, maybe your wages have been cut, or You thought, you weren't going to get a bonus this year, but actually the bosses have been holding that back, making sure that you get that. There's also money coming from new contracts and agreements and promotions, redoing contracts. I just feel like there's something that could come in as, an extra, or it comes in before you start, it's like, here you are, here's a company credit card, or maybe not that, but we're going to give you a little play money to start with. Because this feels like something for you. It feels like something you can do. You can use it for something you want, and it's something that you've been asking for as well. It could come in very, very quickly. But at the same time, you may feel that it puts you apart from the rest. Now, if you are the one chosen, it's wonderful. But if you're the only one and everyone else is suffering, that can be a little bit uncomfortable. But I want you to enjoy this, because this is the start of your independence. It is about you. And you sometimes we have to be a bit selfish. So let go of those doubts, okay? Because if it's something you've put out there and something you've worked for, and you deserve it just like everyone else, if it had been any of those other people that had received this gift or received the praise or promotion, they wouldn't have probably given a thought about you. And this is your time. Everyone will have the time. But I feel like you've put the work in. And fate is granting you some little opening branches or to grab hold of, or to, and doors opening for you. There's much more spiritual insight coming in as well. So like I say, it's like this kind of epiphany, this wake-up call of like, I just want to enjoy life, and I'm going to actually enjoy my money now. I'm not going to keep just, I'm going to take that money out of that pot now, because I've been saving it and I don't even know what for. But it's not doing anything, and I could be investing it in what I want to do. And, life is really short. That's the one thing that we've all learned this year. So, you could go and book a holiday 2 years down the line. It doesn't have to be next week. You can always start creating a vision for what you want to do. So really expansive week, and then you're going to get this thirst for new knowledge and wanting to see more. So go for it. Okay, Cancer. This is... Conjunction is all about the area of other people's money. You could get a huge sigh of relief this week because you receive a bonus of some kind, or something comes in, or it's a gift from somebody. Maybe somebody's going to give you a bit extra than you thought, just to help you out, or maybe somebody just gives you a wonderful gift. This isn't about your own earnings. This is coming from somewhere else, and I do see it's a positive thing. But you might want to retreat a little bit from now on and start detaching from certain things. This could be things that you've cared so much about, or and maybe it's been draining your energy, and I just feel like you want to take a step back and look at what where the balance is in things. Where's the give and take? What are you are you doing more than you should be? Are you giving more than you should be? Is your relationship in a good place? And you may want to detach a little bit and explore that. So if you're with a Cancer, you're reading this or you're listening to this, if that's the case, you might, if they're kind of going into themselves and, doing some research or being a bit quieter than normal, it's because they're kind of thinking about things and what's the best strategy forwards. There's definitely growth here within relationships though, and I do see that you will rise above certain things you haven't before. So some things just aren't going to get you the way that they have, and I do see a balance being maintained. So it is about, maybe you have just been giving too much energy to something, or helping someone else, carrying them the whole time. And, if you get this great big bonus, you might be thinking, oh, actually, why should I be sharing it with you? I want to go buy a car with this, and that's fair enough. Only you can decide that. But things are going to start moving forwards with relationships. So if you're single, you might meet someone really quickly. If you're in a relationship, start off really slow, it might start speeding up. And there seems to be this kind of completion, a feeling of confirmation, where you feel like everything's complete now. I know where I am. You may find real fulfillment within your connections with people, or you want to find people that are more fulfilling in your life, that are giving to you rather than the other way round. Especially it's like, it's no different with being in a love relationship, with being in friendship. If you're the one that's doing, there's no, it's all give and no take on your part. then, you know, you may start questioning, do I really want to be around that person? So the detachment could be that you're kind of loosening your, you know, their grip on you or your connection so that you can grow yourself. I mean, this is a time of expansion, a huge time of expansion. Now, I do feel there's something going to end where money is concerned as well. It could be that you stop having issues, you know, maybe a loan finishes. There's signs that something is coming to an end as well. You could receive an inheritance, for instance, if money comes in. Watch some old habits. I think you're going to be more aware of that. I think this could be to do with doubts in yourself, self-belief. And that's, you know, this gift is coming in to, and it might not come in next week, it might come in the next 3 months. You know, timing does depend on different people, but this is the change of things to come where there could be more bonuses on the horizon, and it is all to do with your self-worth and your value. All right, so I feel like the bigger the payout, it's like you've overcome some kind of test. It feels like a reward of some kind, okay? In whatever form it comes, it will feel like, well done, you know, that kind of thing. Work-wise, I feel that there's energies around younger people behaving like children. Again, you know, there's that sense of how you guys are just not serious enough, you know, you're not taking life serious enough, you're just playing around. You know, if you're a boss and, you know, your relationships, you've had great relationships with all your workers, and then they're just not really doing the work, you know, and you've been kind of playing along with it and just giving in to their wants and desires, and you're realising these don't match me anymore. You may be looking to, again, partnering with different people, changing things around a little bit. And I feel it's going to come in fast. Like I said, the energy's coming in fast where you'll suddenly kind of get insight and you'll do something. But you'll realise that something is making you either miserable or somebody is not doing their share of things. But it could just be your intuition telling you really clearly. But I feel like it's something you've known for a long time. You just haven't necessarily addressed. This is a time of adjusting and having faith in stating your case. Step outside your comfort zone. This is a message to all the signs. And be prepared to negotiate a better deal. If you connect with people that have a like mind to your soul desires, your soul needs, yearnings and wishes, then you are going to benefit much, much more. So really consider who you're around, you know, like I said, the give and take of things, how much you're investing and how much other people are taking, and what benefits you're getting, you know, from your investments. So Leo, hello Leo. So this conjunction is bringing you opportunities to expand in your relationships. Okay, Spirit is saying to you, the universe is saying to you, be particular about what you want. Over the next 2 years, you've got time to bring in all the changes. So it doesn't have to be overnight. You know, you don't have to suddenly go, right, this is what I want in a relationship. See you later, alligator. I want that person. There they are, you know, because sometimes the right person it's not the right time divinely. I do see positivity around your relationships at the moment, though, or opportunity for more positive connections, communication, and I do see a better balance happening this week in particular. You will find more control, and also that the connections are more inspirational. So if you're not with somebody, you may meet somebody who is really on your wavelength, is of a higher mind, who's very creative, who's very spontaneous, very inventive. And being in Leo, you know, you like to kind of be the winner. And this type of person is very entrepreneurial, who would really match you, but would be a really good balance for your ideas as well. Maybe you meet somebody who would be a good partner to have in business as well as love. Or maybe you partner up with somebody in your family who has the ideas and then you put them out there. There's a lovely unexpected surprise coming, and I feel this is to do with, this could be an extended honeymoon opportunity. It could be just a weekend away being given to you. This feels like something romantic given to you by someone you love. Now, again, it isn't going to happen for every Leo, because some people are on their own or they choose to be on their own. But it could come in another way, an opportunity to explore somewhere that you love, you know, or you may see something in a magazine and you think, oh, I'd love to go for a weekend there, and you've got the money in your pocket. So, and if it's a good time, obviously, pandemic, considering those restrictions, then, you know, maybe it is time to do something. I feel like things are going to kind of come full circle this week for you around relationships. And again, the focus will be on relationships, and if you are looking for opportunity, or opportunity as in people that can bring opportunities, I feel, you know, this is where it's going to begin this week. There could be a little bit of an altercation with someone at work, and I feel this is over someone either behaving immaturely, or this is over someone else's child. So if you're working in a school, it could be that, you know, you're working with a teacher who has a child in the school and you've got to reprimand them or something. I don't know, but I know a lot of schools aren't even open right now. But, you know, it feels like this is really about people who are either working with children or they are around, you know, people that are behaving immaturely, and this could result in some kind of argument or battle to overcome. You need to look more closely at the details, because I feel like some things are being missing, whatever this is. And if, you know, you hear something about someone else's child and you're kind of asked to be put in the middle of it, you know, say you're the head teacher, and somebody comes in, you know, a mother or father, and they come in and they're asking about their kid, and all they're saying, this child bullied mine, you know, that kind of thing, and it's all about a fight or some kind of altercation. Look for the details. Don't, and I'm sure you would if you were a head teacher, that's what you do, but, you know, it could be just linked to a child, and you could just want to believe the person because you know them, you know. And you just think, well, I know them, I know this child. But actually, I think there are some things to uncover that you may not know. It could be that you have an argument with somebody and they're behaving like a child, or they're being argumentative like a child, and you need to look further to understand what's really going on. This could represent or open up an opportunity for you as well in work. So there's some interesting links here. I am seeing jealousy around money. I'm seeing jealousy around you, but I do see a better pattern being followed, especially with somebody from the past, which will help with a better pattern in money and your finances as well. I'm seeing that you're more confident in what you love. You're starting to understand what is good for you, and you're starting to see that you have got the knowledge and skills required for certain things. So expand your dreams. Be positive about your dreams. You know, so if someone's jealous, they may be, you know, putting you down or being a bit passive aggressive about something, or maybe they're being immature, you know, and it's within the workplace. Maybe you've got a promotion of some kind, or you've got a bonus and somebody's behaving a bit off with you. It's all jealousy. Just keep expanding, okay? Because, you know, you can move things fast, but you don't want to be doubting yourself at this point. Hello, Virgos. So this whole change and shift that is coming on the 21st and this week, and it's going to come in, it's going to start creating that energy around your working, your work life, your health, your routines, and making adjustments to create the balance in all those areas. You may be looking at a health issue and beginning or think about starting some kind of new health regime. It could require you stepping out of your comfort zone. Now, you know, it could be as simple as going to the gym. And for some people, going to the gym is a really daunting thing. Because you've never done it, or you just feel like you're being watched, you know. I know I prefer to go swimming because no one can see you under the water, you know, whereas if you're in the gym, it does feel like that sometimes, you know, that everyone's there, they're super fit and they're working out, and you come in and you're like, it's your first day and you're sweating buckets, you know. So it may be stepping out of your comfort zone, but do it, because it's gonna really help you stay focused. And so I feel that it's about work and play as well, you know? It's not all about work or taking on everyone else's burdens. You know, if you take on an hour of somebody else's energy, right, and their burdens, and you're doing something, then reward yourself with an hour of something that's good for you. Now, it could just be a massage. I'm not talking you've got to just go for a gym, but maybe it's walking, it's changing your eating habits, you know, adding some vitamins to your diet. And just looking at your general lifestyle, you know, maybe you don't sleep very well and there's a reason because you're drinking too much caffeine. You know, it could be as simple as that. Obviously, medical stuff do go to the doctors. I'm not a doctor. I'm not going to profess to be one. But, you know, this, you're going to feel this way, that you suddenly start understanding how important, you know, a routine is to your overall well-being. And I do see more flow starting to come in, especially around people, that things will start moving faster, but it's actually a nice, consistent flow. And you will still feel quite grounded, or you will need to be grounded in certain situations. I do see guidance for you around love and relationship issues. So if you have lost somebody or you are questioning somebody, I feel like you could get the answers through an angelic message or sign. And there's a lot of fateful energy around for you, Virgos. So again, it could come in really quick. You could meet somebody all of a sudden, you know, where you least expect, and it's just perfect. It's everything you've been looking for. And it's good for your health, you know, but it's going to take up more time. So you're going to have to reconsider where you're investing all your energy. There is this fast energy for a lot of the signs. And I do feel like things are going to speed up, especially around work. There's big transformations coming in, but this is it's opportunities to have a more peaceful time, an easier time. So you could have been stressing over your own work, like if you're self-employed, or you could be really, you know, been looking for work for a long time, or doing a job that has just been really chaotic and difficult. And then suddenly some opportunity comes in and you can expand in it or change things up, change your hours, change your contract, you know, negotiate things so that you can have a better time. I feel like this is definitely the end of a cycle for you and a start of something better to come. You are learning more about your finances, I feel, in investments. You may want to take over the accounts this week and decide actually you want to have some of the control. I do feel there's something to learn from somebody. So maybe it is going to be a visit to a bank manager, or, you know, just have one of those meetings with your bank to work things out so you've got better interest for yourself again. Looking at, you know, your direct debits and things like that. Again, something that's been giving you a little bit of, you know, worry. But I do see something it's like something's coming to a head. You know, you might suddenly, you know, and this isn't for everybody. We might get a bill that's like really sudden and you realise that actually something's got to change because you've been giving all the responsibility to someone who hasn't actually been sorting things out, or maybe you haven't been paying attention in the way that you could. But I do see opportunities to be creative with your income and where you put it and where you place your savings as well. So this is a time of expansion and getting more grounded, getting stronger foundations and more security. But in order to do that, you have to find the balance in other areas of your life. You know, all work and no play doesn't always bring you more food on the table. Hello, Libras. Now this conjunction is happening for you. This new energy that is coming in is all about joy. This couldn't be better. You know, romance, love affairs, children, hobbies. What brings you happiness? This is a great place to start, you know, have a new beginning, have a new perspective, check out things that really bring you joy. Excuse me, I got a bit of wind there. Be open to connecting and doing joyful activities. So if people want to be social, or, you know, you find some new friends that, you know, offer you an opportunity to join in a hobby and you think you might enjoy it, do it, you know, make the time, make it a bit of a priority, because that is what's going to help you flow. Okay, focusing on your passions and your joyful energy. I'm seeing some real surprises around a family situation this week, especially. You may be surprised at how much support you have and how much people are kind of working together on your behalf. I don't think this is a bad thing. I feel like it's like a blessing coming. All of a sudden, you know, there could be some chaos that's happened to you or happens this week. Something, you know, I don't know, gets broken or it needs a repair. Maybe there's a great big, you have a big split up or, you know, a breakup with somebody, or you decide to, and then you realize how supported you are and you've been worried about that. There seems to be something coming to a head this week around your relationships, your connections, and you maybe realizations, like an epiphany of, you know, what's good for you. And it could be connected. It could be all about a family situation, you know, or maybe somebody doesn't want a family. Maybe you are going to have a family and that's a surprise. And you're surprised at how happy you are, or what a spiritual happening it is, you know, and how unexpected it is. This is a week for you to rise from the ashes. I've got the Phoenix here for you, and it's like something you wish for could really happen, and there's rewards coming and blessings coming from all over, so be open to the miracle. As far as money is concerned, I do see a disagreement around something. Maybe somebody has been taking more than they should, or you find someone's been cooking the books. If you're a manager, you need to take control. Jump in fast, do it. If you have any inclination or thinking that somebody is messing around or going behind your back where money is concerned or finances, sort it out, deal with it. You will be given the strength, and I do feel like this inspiration there where you can find ways of communicating in the best way. But you may find that something has been a battle for a long time, and it's time, you know, you've been giving more than you should to something, and actually they're giving you nothing back, and that is affecting your purse strings. Work-wise, I do see progress, and again, there's sudden change here where work relationships are concerned, love relationships, but I do see better management coming from it. So whatever is turned upside down this week is going to be a good thing, because it's going to push you forwards. Okay, so sometimes it can cause a bit of discomfort. Maybe, like I say, this battle, this could very, very well be an argument at work or with somebody you're connected with closely. But it will actually bring everything together as well. It will give you that kind of sense of completion. We've got some resolve. Maybe you needed to have the argument to make up. Maybe you needed to deal with something and address it. And it just brings this sudden change, but it will catapult you forwards. And I do see you in a good light. It's like you're more confident, you're going to be at the top of your game, and you are in complete control. So whatever changes happen this week, it's really going to be for the good. And I just feel that, you know, if this is coming because you want better things, then good, go for it. Hello, fellow Scorpios. So this great conjunction is bringing a new focus on your home and family, and this is going to be a great time to make your home your sanctuary and be particular who enters. You know, include people you trust. You may want to just travel and research, or, you know, completely relocate to a different country. But this is going to be a time where circumstances are created for you to bring the right people in. It's not going to disturb great relationships, but things could be moved around or adjusted by, you know, fateful situations to get you to have better. So it could come a bit like, you know, it could be a bit dramatic or chaotic at times, and, you know, it could bring up little problems that you didn't think existed, but they've been lying under the surface for a long time. One of the messages is stay away from people who are holding back. Keep going forwards. Keep believing in your dreams. This has been such a tough time for many, many Scorpios. And I know if you're listening out there, friends, clients, you know, people that I connect with on a regular basis, you know, it seems to be a familiar trend for all of us. It's like we're so close but so far away at times. But the energy is going to be fantastic that is coming in, and next year is going to be so entrepreneurial. So really grab hold of that faith now and hold it very tight. Or should I say, just let the faith flow, you know, let everything flow about. There could be a soul connection that comes into your life this week. It is a very grounded, it's a very nurturing energy that's around. It could be someone who's very abundant. It could be a business relationship that comes in, but you'll feel a great affinity with this person. I'm seeing changes around areas about, if you're thinking about children, maybe around your own children, and looking at the wealth in vitality of things, you know, creating this wonderful existence around you where you feel completely at home and safe in your environment, that your home is your sanctuary. And that means, you know, rerouting people. It might be that you've got like some kind of flatmate or housemate or somebody just lodging for a while and has never left, who is actually just invading your space. Or maybe you're going to feng shui everything up and lift the vibration, clear the closet, start again. Now, financially, I see a bit of a surprise here in the details. It's like you didn't see something coming. You're surprised at how much something is. Somebody could offer you something that has got extra zeros on than you thought. And you thought, oh my God, you know, I thought I was going to get 100 and suddenly there's like 500 there, or 5 million. I feel that family is going to be very, very much linked with wealth, or money coming in, or family connections. And that would give you a boost in itself, you know. It could be that you're surprised because you would never see it coming from that person. You never believe that why would they give it to you? You know, what would be the reason? Maybe they're not a very close link. But it will give you that bit of tiger energy. And I do see a sense of independence and purpose when money situations are concerned. And again, this fast energy around it. So something could change very, very quickly. You know, 1 minute it could be nothing, and the next minute you've got a full bank balance to do whatever you want with, you know. When we're in restriction and can't do anything. No. But I do see money around work as well, and things falling into place. It's like you've come to the end of the mountain. You come to the top. You know, you've been climbing something for a long time. You've been dealing with obstacles and challenges, and finally you're there and you can see the sun coming up. And that's a great feeling. So this ending, it's like the final piece falling into place. You understanding what it takes. You understanding what the dream is. You understanding what you've been taught. And there's celebration here about something falling, you know, coming together. Now this could be that you've broken away from something as well, because I've got like a sadness or a heartbreak. Now, I don't feel that someone's going to break your heart. I feel that something is going to be broken. Maybe you're going to break someone else's heart. Or realising the heartbreak that you've had, how amazing it's come out because it's turning around for you and you're getting something back from it. So I don't feel that you're going to be heartbroken this week at all. But I do feel that whatever's coming is an effect of a heartbreak. Somebody else could be heartbroken because you've made it and they didn't. Or that you realise something had to be broken in order to gain. And maybe you just completely changed tact and went, right, I'm not doing this anymore. And you changed. Because these shifts that are happening are creating whole new perspectives. And you're realising what's important and what is going to be beneficial for you. So start celebrating, Scorpio. Keep hold of that faith and just let it shine and expand. Hello, Sagittarius. So you're coming into a time of great communication and education. Okay, this is going to be a time to share with others. Get your message out there. Write, communicate, share your thoughts and ideas with those who have an open mind. You know, this could be a new training program you're going into. You could be starting some new education or deciding that you want to learn some new skills because you want to, you know, get yourself out there. You want to brand yourself. I just feel like some of you could just suddenly wake up this week and think, I don't know why I'm doing this anymore. You know, I could just re-educate myself completely. And this would be a great time to do it over the next couple of years. You may have been feeling like the victim in a relationship. Now, there could be people that are really the victims out there that are Sagittariuses. And I want you a message to any of you that, you know, are suffering, that your intuition is telling you the truth. Because when you are in a place where you are the victim, you often believe you are to blame. Okay? And there could be people there that aren't being bullied or, you know, mistreated, but they feel that everything that happens in their lives is about, you know, they're victim of themselves, that they believe that it's their fault that things are happening. Well, fate is going to show you something else this week, and it is going to be your intuitive side that tells you clearly the truth. And I do feel that you're going to see that this isn't about, you know, this isn't, you may be self-sabotaging because you've been conditioned to do that and you're following a pattern that it's either been taught to you or you've taught yourself. But it could also be that you haven't realised that somebody has been attacking you the whole time. That actually you have been a victim and you didn't even know. that somebody has been, fighting you the whole time. And you haven't been needed to have this battle, or you've been battling something which wasn't even there. There's definitely some kind of manipulation here around you, like a feeling that somebody is could be playing with your head. Maybe it's just your old demons coming up to the surface. And they're, when we go through these major changes, and we are in the time of Sagittarius right now, well, coming out of it this week, when you make those changes, those positive changes, often you feel like, those demons are creeping up, the darkness is coming up and pulling us back down, because it's so different. But trust your intuition, because something inside you will say, no, this is just a test. This is just my doubts. But if you are aware that somebody could be playing you around, trust that as well. I think you're going to be shown clearly. And there's a new beginning coming from it, which is really positive. Now, this could be love relationships, just connections in work, family. But I do see better flow coming from it. And work-wise, again, I've got this kind of battle going on. But the saying is, you're open to it now. You're ready. You're ready to take on the battle. You're ready to deal with somebody if they've been pushing you around. Your loyalty of yourself is coming up to the front. So again, it's your soul talking to you, that intuitive side saying, hey, enough is enough. We're going to take control of this now. Because I've got the tiger self for you as well. It's like everyone seems to have this tiger energy coming in. Something from the past is going to help you. Somebody who has passed over, somebody in spirit could be really, really helping you see the truth this week. So again, trust that. Because if you start seeing signs, it's like you're blinking going, did I just see that? Did I? Yes, you did. Yes, you saw it. Somebody from the past could reconnect with you. Now, this is to do with your abundant self. And I feel like you're carving out a new future of value. So it's all linked to your money. But there's a woman here who could be a block around you, who is stopping you in some kind of way. Maybe talking you out of things, manipulating into something you don't want. But I do see the end of a cycle. I do see more strength, and I do see focus as well. So this is a positive time of change, where it's where you see the truth. It's where you see the reality, and you start using what you know and sharing it and communicating with people who get you, and moving away from these people that are holding you back. This is a really expansive time for you, Sagittarius. Hello, Capricorn. So money and finance are on your mind. They're going to be for the next couple of years. This is a new start for you to now invest your money in your ideas and have a good financial future. Okay, you're going to be in this place where your mind is going, what's going to work for me? You're like more on it now. I just feel like the guilt is disappearing. You're going to start developing your own talents and to create abundance for yourself. Your mind is going to be challenged to think things through. But if you've already got that kind of mindset, it's going to work for you now. Rather than you maybe talking yourself out of things because you've thought too deeply, this is actually it's like you're being presented with these conundrums and quizzes and puzzles to work things out. You could be offered 3 things to invest in, and then you've got to work out what's best for you, because it is about you, and it's about what can give you more for the future. But it is about your talents. It's about your skills. So don't go into something that you might think, oh, it's great money-wise, but it's not really doing anything from you inside. This is about passion, following your dreams. If there's something you love, then take the time. Think about, plan out how you're going to develop that. Don't develop something you're not interested in. You might just have a natural skill that you could be using right now that you love to use, but you just don't think much of it. I don't realise it could be beneficial on a financial level. There's rewards coming in love, but I'm also seeing sudden change of heart. It's like some of you could just suddenly think, I don't love this person anymore, or this isn't for me anymore. I've been focusing on this and this isn't really helping me. It's not helping me develop in any other way. You might realise that someone is blocking you financially as well. But I do see a positive energy around it, and there could just be a massive argument and a release about something, or decisions being made around a partnership, working partnership, love partnership, where you're going to be spending things, where you're going to be investing. But I think it's also, when it comes to love and relationships, it's about what's giving you value in the, who is helping you support what you love, who's behind you, friends, family. Now, if you're on your own, you might fallen in love with somebody after an argument. This could be a real time where you kind of bump into someone, like lose it, or somebody you've fallen out with, and suddenly you just think, oh my God, I'm in love with them. You know, you've been arguing with them for I don't know how long, or hating them, resenting them, and suddenly you realise it's because you really are in love with them, and suddenly you're freed and all these rewards come. It's interesting because there's quite a few signs here that I feel there's a battle, and particularly for you, could do with a female. So if you're male, it could be a female, you know, or female, you know, it doesn't matter. But I do see a better pattern being created. So it could be somebody you've been falling out with for a while, and I do feel it's to do with a money situation or value. Maybe someone has been disrespecting you for a long time, or hasn't been giving you the time of day, or, you know, the credit you deserve, and you have it out with them. Because I feel like you're going to see this clearly by something that is taken from you or something you miss out on. And then you realise that actually you've been standing there waiting and hoping and believing and doing all the work and everything, and off they've run into the sunset, you know, that kind of thing. Or you've been investing in the wrong people and you didn't realise. But again, I've got Tiger energy for you. I mean, this is like nearly every sign has had this. This is about stepping into your power where, you know, value is concerned particularly. And I do see a better pattern happening with this. You're going to feel more confident at work because something is going to push you to do that again, you know. I am seeing, you know, a sense of you physically being affected by something going on. And again, I've got confidence building. So it feels like something has knocked your self-worth or your confidence. But it's got to the point where it's making you unwell. You know, when you start feeling like you backache, or you feel physically ill, or you're worried, or you're starting to feel depressed, that's when you start, it's like that's when you see it. And then you see the positives and something is telling you that, and then you change it up. But I also feel maybe you've been worrying about something at work, or maybe you've been worrying that work isn't going to happen, or, you know, you're not seeing things clearly, and suddenly you do. You start actually seeing the details of what's really happening and what's developing, and something could turn around and it could turn out much more positive than you realise. So if you are worrying and you don't actually have all the facts, stop, okay? Or you're worrying something isn't going to come in because you haven't heard, you never know, it might all turn around. But I do, you know, if you want to find out something, then send an email, ask a question, you know, put it out there if you can. If there's something you can do about it to stop you feeling like that, then do so. Aquarius, hello, my lovely Aquarians. So this is the age of Aquarius. This is the start of a new 20-year cycle coming on Monday. Be patient for the changes to happen. It may not happen straight away, okay? Do your research, be prepared, and look for the opportunities to be free, expand and grow, you know, and take your time to be clear of exactly what you want. What is your dream? Make a plan and then go for it. But remember, it could take longer than you thought, okay? Or it could take a while. So be patient. In love this week, you are going to have the ability to rise above the rest. I feel something could come in. There could be a love connection this week which takes you so high on a high vibration. You know, this could be a soul link, but I feel it's almost like you're on cloud 9. You know, for some of you could just feel so in love, and so excited and having some lovely romantic times. You may meet someone new, or there could be someone in your life already who is just, you know, showing you some, just a wonderful time. There's just a sense of freedom, of freeing yourself. You know, maybe you just want to free yourself from all the issues you've been having in a relationship or in your family stuff, and you just want to feel the love. You've got the skills to do it. Spirit is saying you can manifest whatever you want where relationships are concerned and love. But again, be clear of the dream, be clear of the goal. You know, if it's what you want, you know what you want, then hold out for that. Don't take second best. This is a positive time where love is concerned, and there is going to be more focus coming this week. Now, financially, I feel like the door is open as well. Be open to receive. I feel like being in gratitude, being like, it's not about doing nothing, it's about being expansive. Okay, so, and I don't mean going at it hammer and tongs and feeling like you've got to work harder than anybody else. This is more about working on the dream, working on the goal, vision, and manifesting what you want, but being really starting to connect with that flow. Because I feel like you are in the best place to do this. You know, you're the right sign to connect with that energy. And there's lots of luck here. And I do see 2 wishes coming in where money is concerned. You might, again, be given some kind of unexpected monetary gift. You just be on the receiving end of a lot of luck, you know, these lucky breaks. You are going to understand more detail when money is concerned, though. I feel like there's a message coming for you from somebody or from spirit. I am getting a male energy. So it's like a serious conversation. It's like somebody not reprimanding you, but telling you, you know, this is what you've got to do. So come on, get on with it and stop messing about. Now, there could be changes at work. Something could come in that you've wanted. You know, suddenly you could be like the centre of attention. It's very fateful. I feel like you're going to be the cat that's got the cream. There could be a new start, a new opportunity to do some long-term work. Or maybe your work is taking flight and you're starting to get noticed and your reputation's out there. I'm seeing a lot of fun and joviality where your working life is concerned. But again, sudden changes. It's like a release into what matters. But again, this is about the big dream. This is about what you really are passionate about. So focus on that and trust and believe and keep that faith, Aquarius, because it's coming. And Pisces. So what is this conjunction bringing to you? This is about insight, learning, higher knowledge. You know, this is a time to rejuvenate and trust and get in that flow of yourself. This is really a time of spiritual growth. This is going to be a time you could really, really expand on a spiritual level. If this is something you're into, you know, that you want to work with, I feel this would be the time to do it. But you do need to retreat, detach from certain general thing, you know, maybe I would say less beneficial people or energies or lower vibrations. You're going to get some deep premonitions, brilliant insights, you know, and it's like things are whispering to you. You may open up as an, you know, clairaudient. You just got to be careful of yourself, because if something bad has happened to you, or you've been struggling, you know, you can be your worst enemy. So trust. And if you start doubting, start becoming aware of that. This is a time to develop the awareness of what is good and what isn't, you know, and what is in balance and what isn't. Now, where relationships are concerned, I'm seeing a better management coming in, a sense where you can organise better. Maybe your life's been all over the place and you haven't been able to see somebody, you know, maybe work's been taking over, or maybe the balance just hasn't been there and you've been feeling some heartache or sadness within a situation, or maybe you haven't had a relationship for a long time and it comes in. There's luck around this week and fateful situations and around celebrations as well. So this could be, it's Christmas week, so why not? But I just feel that something could happen suddenly to turn things around for you within a relationship. And, you know, you could be blessed from high. I've got, like, for you, the cat that's got the cream here as well. I've got it in two instances of, like, this sense of feeling valued, really. And a soul connection could come in, which is very much linked to the abundance of your life. So when money is concerned, relationships are very closely linked for you, Pisces. And there could be a call that comes in which completely changes everything and regenerates an old flame. Something that had died, something that had closed could come back this week and have so much to offer and more growth. You know, it could be just of more value than it was before. There's definitely a crossroads here. It's almost like it's time for change, and especially around work, because you're looking at the work patterns of your life and, you know, where you place your energy, how much balance you've got with your relationships, your work life. And I do see branches of success coming up and new branches of opportunity, doors opening. So you may have thought there was going to be no opportunity in your workplace, and then suddenly, you know, there's a merger or something, or you just hear of a new thing, you know, a new job around the corner, or that just really fits your skills. There's definitely new beginnings around work, and just a better flow. I just feel it's just quite positive. You know, everyone's quite highly energized. And like I said, there's a lot of luck around you, and especially around the heart area. You know, it just feels like, you know, you could hook up with someone at work and, you know, just find that things are so much better now, you know, or you start a new job, maybe not over the Christmas period, but you never know. You might work a little bit over the Christmas period and you might meet the love of your life or reconnect with somebody you haven't reconnected with for a long time. You know, if you've been away for a year and you come back and you just do a Christmas job, it could be something you've done before with someone and they just do the same thing, you know. But there's definitely celebration and this sense that you have got it all and something is growing again that you thought was finished for good. So I hope you've all enjoyed these readings. Do check out your rising, your moon and your sun sign. And remember, some things resonate, some things don't. And maybe it will be better next week. There is always another day. So take good care of yourself. And if you'd like a private reading, just go to the website. Bye for now.